Yo, what's up, iFOMO? You got mail too? Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome, bro. What's going on? I'm one toenail down, but you know what? We're still chugging along. Oh man, I don't think I've had as much anxiety as I had before that process. It was crazy. I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. Couldn't go back to sleep. My appointment wasn't until 8 o'clock. And I just paced around for like 2.5 hours. It was brutal. But it's alright. It's all good. We got through it. The toe kind of looks like, I don't know. It looks like I just spent the weekend at Guantanamo Bay or something. I don't know. They basically just ripped my toenail off. It's pretty gruesome. I thought about maybe pulling an image up. And I was like, no, I don't think so. I think I want to keep a few viewers this stream. Don't want to pull that image up. Everyone will run away. What's up, Cactuar? How's it going? I hope you guys are good. iFOMO, I hope your mail was awesome. Flashbang out! I'm bald today. I was gonna try and find that the little clip where it's like flashbang, and then play that before I switch scenes. I got a freshly shaved head. I just shaved it like yesterday. Happened to me when I was a kid. Not fun. Yeah, it is definitely not fun. How's it going, Cactuar? Join for the mail opening, staying for the toe talk. Yeah, it's something. It feels a lot better now, though, so it's not, it's over with, hopefully. Hopefully I never have to do that again. What they do, and what really sucks about it, is they numb your toe, right? And you think, okay, well, that's probably a couple shots, probably not that bad. The problem is when they numb your toe and your fingers and like your extremities have so many nerve endings that getting a shot in the toe really sucks. So what they try and do to like counteract the pain basically is they put like I don't know, it's really cold. It's like a really cold some sort of liquid or something on it to try and like numb before they do the shot. It doesn't help very well. It still sucks. It still really, really sucks. But it's fine. It's fine now. I'm all good. I'm walking around and doing everything normally. One thing I want to say before we get started today is that tomorrow night, everyone mark your calendars. Everyone go over to Pokemon Wonders channel. Hit the little notify. When we go live, tomorrow night, I will be talking to Pokemon Wonder live on stream. I'm his next guest tomorrow night at 9 p.m. EST. It's going to be a very fun chat, very fun live stream. I'm expecting it to just be, I don't know, I've been looking forward to it for a while. I think he's doing some pretty awesome stuff on his channel. I think his discussions are very well orchestrated between, the host and the actual guest. I think he does a great job. So I'm very excited to be on there and have that chat with him. So yeah, definitely you guys got to check out. You guys got to go over. You got to hit the notify button and definitely watch that. I think it's going to be fun. You can always watch it after the fact too, but I think it would be fun to have you guys live in stream. Yeah, we have a lot of mail. So obviously they sent me one thing not in an envelope. I don't really know why they do that, but that's the last 2 times they've sent me an item not in envelopes. And then we have envelopes. we have a ton of envelopes to go through. We've got loads of cards. I bought a ton of stuff. I actually don't necessarily remember everything that's in this stack. I remember some things, some of the bigger things, but I don't know everything in this stack. So it's kind of like Christmas. It's kind of like Christmas morning this morning. We got a big old stack of envelopes. But what I thought I would do before we did that is play my favorite game. My favorite Pokemon trivia game that's going to drive all the viewers away before we start opening envelopes. We're going to play some Pokédoku before we get into it. I haven't played it yet today. I've actually been trying to play it like every day I've actually been trying to play it like every day because I don't know. I like engaging my brain, and this, you know, has me kind of engage my memory from my times playing the games and stuff. What's up, Comet? How's it going? I've got a fat crate of mail to open here. Thanks for helping the time fly by. Hell yeah, man. Let's open together. How much do you accumulate before you tell buyee to ship to you? Usually it's like 30 or 40 singles, because I think the shipping to me from buyee for like 30 to 50 cards is like $35 to $45. I try to make it so that each card is like $1 shipping, basically. I try to spread the shipping out across a ton of different singles. So usually I try to get it so where I'm spreading the shipping out as much as possible, so that it's not, you know, I'm not buying like 2 singles and then it costs, you know, $30 to ship. But usually it's somewhere between like the 30 to 50 range before I'll ship them. Is backseating okay for Pokédoku? So I'm going to try and do most of this myself, and if we get stuck, you guys can definitely help out. So some of these are going to be easy, right? Let's go through and knock out the easy ones first. We've got Electric Poison. My go-to for Electric Poison is always Toxtricity, literally toxic electricity. Super easy to remember for Electric Poison. So we're gonna go there. Electric Monotype. I think we can go Mareep for this. I don't think Mareep has a second typing. If it's anything, it would be normal, but I don't think he has one. Let's go. All right, we're good. Ponga, what did I buy you? Unfortunately, I don't think I got you anything, Ponga. But maybe next time. Maybe next time. How you doing tonight, Ponga? All right, Poison and Grass. I feel like that should be a pretty easy one. Nothing's coming to mind right away, so I'll skip that for now. Grass Monotype, though. How's it going, Julian? What's up? All right, first in evolution line for Fire. Obviously, we have to go Charmander for this one. That's easy. First in evolution line for Poison, we'll go Coughing. That's easy. First in evolution line for Monotype. Let's do Squirtle. I think he's Monotype Water. I hope. Let's go. When sourcing the cards, do you have a list you are searching for? Or you just search certain Pokemon you know will sell. So usually I search by Pokemon Pokemon species. So really popular Pokemon. And then I'll go through and I'll start looking at different cards that I think are cool, and then I'll see how much of a margin is between the PSA 10 price and the raw price, and then if there's enough margin there, then I purchase a couple of them and I try them out and see how they sell, and I just kind of go from there. I'm more of like a learn by doing person, so I'm not a person who can really look at a bunch of charts and like a bunch of different websites and stuff and then be like, oh yeah, that one's definitely going to sell for me. Like, I got to buy a few, I got to grade a few, I got to sell a few, see how it goes, and then I might pick up some more if the margin continues to be there. I'm much more of like a learn by doing, which puts me in kind of a bad situation sometimes, but it's just the way that I've always learned. I always fail and then somehow learn from it and keep going. It's very hard for me to learn from someone just telling me what to do. I always have this example where I used to ask my brother for help when I played video games back in the day. So we would sit together. It would be like a one-player game, but he would play the level and then I would play the level. And I would ask him, because he was so much better than me at video games. He's my older brother. I would ask him, like, hey, can you help me get through this part? And instead of him, like, talking me through how to get through it and me getting through it, he would just take the controller from me and do it for me. And then I would be at the next level. But I didn't learn anything. So I've always been a person who's like, I need to actually do it and fail, or do it and succeed, and then kind of go from there and figure it out. Jesse, what's up? You got mail too? Hell yeah, that's awesome. What's a good margin for you? I don't really do like a percentage margin. I don't have like a rule of thumb. Usually if I see a card that's like $20 raw, $35 graded, sells for like $90 to $100, then I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll buy a few of those. Or if it's like $50 card, $65 all in, $120 to $140 graded, I'll be like, oh, let me buy a couple of those. It's more about like whether or not the Pokemon is really popular and I think the card's gonna sell, than necessarily like a particular number, like a percentage number for profit, if that makes sense. I try to get like a 30% profit at the end of the day, but like it's not really something that I think about all that much. Somewhere between like 20 and 30. Let's see. When I first started out, Julian, I went to like 5 or 6 different websites online, all the different ranking websites. And I went generation by generation, like generation 1, generation 2, Kanto, Johto, all that stuff. And I basically like cross-referenced all the lists and then created like top 20 lists of most popular Pokemon by like all these different voted on like polls and sites. And then those are the things that I kind of started with. I started with those Pokemon that I put on that list. Now, obviously, you can do much better. There's much better tools than that, like Terapeak and stuff. You can actually see, like, I mean, I guess you could narrow it down at that point. So, like, if I'm looking at a bunch of Gengar cards, I might be looking at, like, 10 different Gengar cards from Gen, Fossil all the way to Gengar VMAX alternate art or whatever, right? And then I can look at Terapeak and be like, how many of these have sold in the last, 6 months? If it's like 0 or 1 or 2, then I'm like, maybe I won't buy that. And then if it's like, a bunch, then I'll be like, oh, okay, this one sells pretty regularly, pretty decent profit margin. Let me buy a few of those, that type of thing. By the way, how has your Union Arena been selling? Not good. I basically sent it all to DC Sports and I got crushed on it. Yeah. So... Oh, they are going to print in English? Hell yeah, that's sick. I think I like Union Arena. I think it's really cool. They have really good anime IPs. They got Hunter x Hunter, Demon Slayer, like all sorts of really popular, My Hero Academia. They got like super popular IPs associated with it. It's kind of like a Weiss thing. And I really like the artworks on the cards. I think the cards look great. So I had a really fun time opening it. I lost a bunch of money on it, but it's still pretty cool. If I was going to do it again, I definitely wouldn't open. I would buy some of the singles because I just think they look cool, and I would focus on like really popular animes or anime characters probably. But I have been looking at it a little bit. I might peek around the shops a little bit as we walk around Tokyo, because we're going to be in Japan in a month and a week. That is insane. That's coming up so fast. I leave March 15th. And we get back March 25th or something like that. It's going to be super cool. I do the same and look for maybe 10 or 20 bucks profit on a 9 just in case. Yeah, at this point when it comes to 9s, yeah. I mean, most of the cards, I'm like, if I break even on a 9, that's pretty sick. Most of the cards are like, worst case scenario, I'll lose a couple bucks on a 9. Usually don't lose more than like 10% of, well... I shouldn't say 10% of the card value. Usually I don't lose all that much. You guys see it on all my spreadsheets and everything. All right, let's keep going on this. I got sidetracked. All right, grass. Monotype grass. Now, if I choose Bulbasaur, I think Bulbasaur is poison type too, right? So I don't think that'll work. So what if we do Oddish? You think Oddish is monotype grass? What else would Oddish be? Apart from maybe poison. I don't think Oddish would be poison though. No! Frick! Oddish must be poison or normal? That's so lame. Okay. Let's think of a different grass type. Grass. A monotype grass. I feel like everything that's grass is either like grass bug or grass water or grass poison. Monotype grass. I'm trying to think of other grass Pokemon. There's Bellsprout, but wouldn't Bellsprout just be grass poison as well? Or is that the monotype grass? And Oddish is the poison one. Oh, we've already lost one. Well, if I think that Oddish is grass poison, then we should just go Oddish for this one. Okay. All right. So grass monotype though, and then we get into the weird ones. We got fire electric and fire grass. I have no idea what's going on with those. Why eBay with your current platform? Why eBay with your current platform? Have you considered your own site to lower seller fees? No, I haven't, because your own site, my platform is not big enough to benefit from my own website, and trying to funnel people to a website to buy your stuff, you're gonna hit so many less people than the millions and millions and millions like buyer pool that you have on eBay. I'm definitely not a person that shies away from the eBay fees. As much as I wish they weren't there, obviously, I think everyone wishes they weren't there. But for the 15% or whatever, being able to tap into a buyer pool of millions of people, I mean, that justifies to me the 15%. So yeah, I mean, it's really not that bad at the end of the day, in my opinion. And I don't think my channel is not big enough to generate like a significant number of sales from a website. There's a few monograss in Gen 5. I don't remember Gen 5, bro. What about Pansage? You think Pansage is monograss? Or is he normal? Uh-oh. This is a scary one now. I don't think that Pansage is in Gen 5, right? Oh, let's go! All right, we got it. The English Union Arena will also have a single assigned chase card per set like Weiss. Ooh, that's cool. To my understanding, this is going to be an English exclusive chase card. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. That'd be cool if they could generate some buzz around Union Arena if it hits the English market. That'd be really cool. What's up, Wesley? How's it going? Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, now we got the weird ones. I've been racking my brain prior to starting this stream on Fire Electric and Fire Grass. Well, Fire Grass, I was kind of thinking Volcarona? Have I seen like those weird cards where like it's split? Because I think is it Heatran? Or Volcanion has one of those weird cards from like Gen 6, I don't know, somewhere in like Sun and Moon or X and Y or whatever, where it's like split down the middle and it's like water, fire. I feel like Volcarona maybe has grass, fire. Oh, the new chili pepper. Yeah, I mean, that's probably grass, fire, I would think. Volcarona's bug. I think it would be bug, maybe? It is a bug. Damn it! Now I have to. Isn't pepper in the name, or am I just? Spice is in the name, or isn't it? Capsicid. But I don't think Capsicid. I'm not sure Capsicid. Hold on, let's see. There's Capsicid, but I don't know if Capsicid is also fire yet, or if it has to sprout first. But I don't remember the stupid Pokemon's name. I actually like the Pokemon. I think it's actually kind of a cool concept. But there's Capsicid, and then there's feel like pepper or spice or chili or something is in the name. What's up, Shogun? How's it going? I could have swore. Hold on. Spice? Can we find it? Spice? Cowboy hat Caterpie. What is that from? What the hell is that shit? Yes! Scoville! That's what I knew something with spice was in it. Okay. I'll take that. We already missed one, so my perfect record isn't going to survive. Yep, we lost. Shoot. Okay. Fire Electric. Somebody said it might be a legendary. I know that Miraidon is electric. But is it gonna be one of those stupid Pokemon that like has the no, those were fossil Pokemon, right? Those weren't legendaries. Fire Electric is a weird one. Really gotta think about this. Is it a Mega? Could it be a Mega? Or a VMAX? Or Gigantamax something? Or Mega? Or... Oh! What if it's, We were just talking about Volcarona. What if it's What if it's oh shit. It's not called Volcarona, it's called something else. What's the Volcarona version that is futuristic? That's what I'm thinking. Volcarona, but the futuristic for Iron Wings. Is it Iron Wings? What's it called? It's not Iron Wings. Iron Hands is the Iron Moth. You think Iron Moth? Oh. That's the one I was thinking was Iron Moth. Definitely got to be fire. But I wonder if it's electric or if it's steel. I'm gonna try it. No, bro, that was. I mean, that was it. Castform, I think, has all of its Yeah, Castform has all of its options, so I don't think I can just choose Castform. I don't know what this is. Is it a Mega? What is it? Somebody tell me. Someone in chat knows. Kyurem, black or white? You think it could be Kyurem? Are they fire type though? No clue. I'm gonna have to just look it up. Solgaleo? I don't know if Solgaleo is electric. I think I'm gonna have to look it up. An Ultra Beast? How's it going, Cushions? I don't know all the Ultra Beasts. I know Xurkitree, but that's not gonna be it, right? There's Xurkitree, but I don't think it's fire, right? Is Xurkitree fire as well as electric? Does this Pokemon exist? I just gotta look it up. Fire, electric, Pokemon. Really? Rotom. Come on, bro. Rotom Heat Form. How am I going to remember that? Is this the only one? Rotom Heat. I wonder if that's 100%. Hold on. It is! That's the only Pokemon that's fire electric. It's Rotom Heat Form. Get out of here, dude. That is so lame. Bro, what the heck? That's lame, man. That's the only one. That's so lame. Alright. Alright, time to open some packages. Screw that. Sometimes that game is so lame. I thought I had some decent guesses. Apparently not. Ugh. So what were some of the cool things that you guys got in your mail days today? Quite a few of you guys came in and said you also got mail. I hope. Are you serious? Oh no. Are they for real? They put a card that's worth that much? Not in an envelope? Please tell me it's at least sleeved. Oh my gosh. Bro, this card's like $100 and some. You're gonna put it in a lunch bag that's got holes in it? And barely a sleeve? Come on, man. Mew Reverse Legend Maker, Mewtwo X and Y Full Art. Oh, hell yeah, dude, that's sick. This is the first time I'm interacting with WotC since getting back into the hobby. WotC is interesting. I did get a guy that reached out for a possible collection sale. He's got a lot of cards, man. It spans like all different generations, and it's English. Kind of exactly what I'm looking for the store. But man, it's going to be some work to go through and actually price everything out. So we'll see how long it takes me to get to that. All right. Looks clean. Let's see. Bro, we got lucky. Clean as can be. Man, sometimes the packaging really scary. Really scary. So I was thinking about content recently. I was thinking about content. Actually, do you see how my... Wait. Did you see that? Hold on. Why does it do it when I'm... Why does it not do it when I'm looking at it, but then it does it? You guys tell me when you see it. For some reason, the camera like focuses and it like shifts around with the card. Sometimes it like moves on its own. It's a new camera, so I'm still trying to figure it out, but I can't figure out why the camera's like... The focus is like moving around with the object. Because I've tried to remove like any sort of tracking focus or anything like that. I was watching my own video and getting a little seasick. No, I wasn't getting seasick, but it was kind of pissing me off. It's like, it did it again. Did you see it? Maybe it's because maybe I'm hitting the table. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being too crazy and I'm hitting the table too much. That's probably what it is, to be honest. Maybe I'm hitting the table. So I was thinking about content. Let me actually finish something that I start saying for once. I was thinking about content the other day. And I was like, why don't I just live stream everything? Here's what I was thinking. You guys can let me know, but this is what I'm trying to think of how to conserve time in actually creating the content by doing it in a way that I actually enjoy, like interacting with people instead of just sitting here and recording stuff on my own. And then taking those sections of the live streams, like still plan out videos, but do them on live stream and then record the live streams and edit them into concise like videos of those sections. And then those are my videos for the week. So when I have a PSA return, I just do it on live stream and then I edit it together. And for everyone that missed a live stream, they can go watch the video of it. But it's like a concisely edited video version of the content that was on the live. So I would do the live stream, and then what I was thinking was I could make the unedited live streams like members, but then all the important like video pieces from the live streams I can pull out and edit for like everyone on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because then I can do all the content. I could sit here. I can hang out with you guys. I can do everything on live stream. You guys can see it live. We can interact. We can do all that stuff. But then the people that can't make the live can get like a nice curated version of what happened on the live stream like the next week or whatever. And then I can just try and fill the live streams with like 2 or 3 like video ideas and then edit those ideas later on for like the next week or the following week or whatever. There are a few other channels that do that as well. That's kind of what I was thinking. Because I like the idea of, like, hanging out more and less just, like, sitting here, you know, Saturday morning and spending hours recording videos. It'd be cool if we just did it all together and then I just edited it after the fact. I just got a 10 of this card back here recently. Let's see if we can nail another minty one. Okay. Whitening, looking good. Oh, that's minty. That is a 10 contender. Man, I love when this card comes in and it's a 10 contender. Love it, love it, love it. Boom. Love them. Yeah, I just got one of those back here recently in a PSA return. That was, I think I got 1/9 and 1/10. There are a few, let's see, I already read that. I'm getting a Pikachu Kids WB Poke Creator card. What is that? I have no idea what that even is. It sounds cool. I don't know what that is. Lunch bag buys PSA 10. It's weird. I don't know why, but... What are you buying, comment, that is WotC? I feel like people have been saying here recently that, or, well, for a while now, I feel like they've been talking about how they feel like WotC is maybe underappreciated. I obviously don't know much about WotC. I don't do a whole lot with it. Japanese WotC is a little bit different, I feel like, than English WotC. And it's much more of a gamble, in my opinion, for that PSA 10. In my experience, WotC does not do well at PSA. Oh, that should be a video, because I have my own conspiracy on WotC PSA 10s right now, but I don't know. What do you do? What do you do with cards that get below PSA 9? Also try and sell them. Luckily, I have the comic book store where I sell stuff. So it's a bit easier for me to offload lower cost or lower priced, lower graded. That's what I'm trying to say. Lower graded cards. Oh no, is that... Oh, this card's beat. This card was extremely cheap, but looked clean in the photos, and obviously it's not clean, so... So we will be selling this raw, because this card is a beat, man. Photos are sometimes something. You know what videos are liking on YouTube? Pre-grading cards. Well, I have a video that is all about how to pre-grade cards. Pretty specific stuff, actually. Lowest end jungle fossil base 2 LP near mint hollows to be used in bulk lots. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. That's cool. Is that Arcanine scratch? What do you mean by beat? I'll show you. So, there's a lip on the corner there, up here. There's a lip. There is some scratching you can kind of see up here. And then there is... I don't know how to show that part. There's a thing on the side here you can kind of see where it's kind of like raised, kind of dinged up on the edge. And then on the back actually isn't horrible. It's got some scratches like down in this area. You can kind of see them there. It's just got enough stuff that it's definitely not it's not going to have a chance at a 10 for sure. See right there, that's a short clip it, we're done. I thought about doing a series. I did it for a little while. I called it Pack the Slab. So it was stuff that I would pull, and it would have the reaction of me pulling it, and then it would be like, you know, I would do like the SpongeBob like 6 months later, and then we'd go over what it got on the, I used to do that on TikTok. I've done a couple of them, but I thought it was a cool series. It was kind of like a, here's what the card looks like. What do you think it's going to get, sort of thing, and then it gets that. But those ones They require too much preparation, and by the time that I send stuff off to PSA, I don't remember. That's a cute looking sleeve. I don't remember to actually do it. What? Oh. Dragonite. Oh. Other Dragonite. Wait, what? Was that one inside and this one's outside? You know, they both probably could have fit inside, just saying. Couple Dragonites. Saw the raised areas with the close-up, yeah. I think a lot of people put too much stock into, especially newer people, put way too much stock into how much time, and Dan talks about this all the time, but how much time graders are actually looking at the card. Like when I pre-grade, I look at the centering, looks good. I look at the back, you know, just swipe a light across there. No dents, all right, sweet. Look for whitening, no whitening, we're good. Probably get a PSA 10. Send it off. And I probably even spent more time just doing that right there than the PSA grader is actually going to spend time on your cards. But people are like, oh, I need to buy a loop. I need to buy, you know, special tools. I need to buy a centering tool. I need to buy all this stuff. It's like, you're going to spend way too much time pre-grading your card doing that. But, I mean, if it helps you learn at the beginning, then by all means, man, go for it. Solid. Solid. I do think though when people just send stuff off to PSA and then they get wrecked and they're like, "Oh, PSA screwed me." And it's like, "Well, did you pre-grade?" Not really. It's like, "Well, okay. You want to talk about that?" You track your PSA 10 versus PSA 9 rate? Not really. It's usually pretty good. Most of the time, I get more 10s than 9s. And most of the time, I barely get below a 9. Usually it's 9s and 10s. It's mostly 10s. Occasionally an 8. Occasionally like a weird 6 or whatever that just pops up every once in a while. But usually I do pretty well. I have a very nice LED. I used to stand in my kitchen because my kitchen has those horrible like LED like strip light in the ceiling, and because it's a strip light, it basically has the light can shine like all the way across the card. So I would just sit there with the card and go like this, and just scan it up and down, and be like, all right, no dents, send it. I would just stand in my kitchen and pre-grade cards with the upper light. But now I have a much better setup, so I don't have to stand in the kitchen anymore. What the heck? Bro, this is like a... Why did he ship this in like a pack case? This is a nice pack case, man. I don't even know how to open this. This is legit. It might be an expensive card. Ooh, I got one card I'm really excited for. I know that it has some issues, though, so I'm kind of hoping for a 9 on it. There is a card in here that I'm very excited for. Okay. I know... I don't... Oh! Got it. Okay, this packing is a little over the top, bro. Hold on, I want to put a pack in here. Bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da, bum, bum. Does it fit like that? How does it? Oh, hold on. Hold on, I did it wrong. Oh, I think I did it backwards. Oh no! It's locked in here! Wait. How do I close it? Crap. Wait, hold on. Do I do this? Oh! Wait, no, that doesn't work. What? I think I do this. What? I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. How? It doesn't fit. Do you do this and then do these snapping? I don't know what's going on. It doesn't fit. I'm trying to do the slide. See, it looks like this side is supposed to go into this section, but then it's not. They're not going. Hold on, do I have it upside down? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I had it upside down. I had it upside down. Look at that! I got a free pack case. Wonder how much these are worth. Probably like 20 bucks. You probably pay like 15, 20 bucks on eBay for this, huh? Cool. Hopefully I get another one. I have one more pack to keep safe. Alright. Now that we figured that out, after like 9 years of trying. Thank you, Shogun. We figured it out after your suggestion. I'm just an idiot and had it upside down. I have a conspiracy theory about PSA 9. They're not touching modern cards. I think they're grading with the scan, or they're grading the scans. Interesting. They're grading the scans. Like the pre-scans that they send in? Or that they give you? Oh, okay. Well, it is an expensive card, but not the one I was hoping for. I did see someone in, man, was it? I think it was the Pokénomics Discord. I did see somebody who got a very nice payout for their cards being damaged in that back top right corner. So hey, that's great. That's great. Maybe I was an example, because I feel like I was the first one to reach out about it. They kind of screwed me on it, and now I feel like there's been a few people who have reached out to me and been like, hey, they were actually really good about this. So maybe I was a good example, and people are getting decent payouts nowadays. Oh no. They sent me their bulk? Wow, guys, we got bulk. Oh, we got a shiny. Look at that, bro. Oh, Alakazam. Let's go. Thank you for your shiny treasure bulk. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I helped. Maybe I didn't. But it seems like they're being much better about it now. People are getting decent payouts and stuff. I did see that Jake did a live last night. That was awesome. I watched that this morning. Good to see him back doing content again. Hopefully he doesn't disappear again and we can get some regular chats with him. That was definitely my favorite Pokemon content back in the day, was the Pokénomics chats with different creators and things. Here we go, Charizard EX, the card that I didn't pull. The card that I didn't pull, but I decided to buy. Front looks good, a little off center. It's not horrible. Oh, they do have the interesting cuts, don't they? Huh. Well, PSA is still giving me 10s with the interesting cuts, so. But, yeah, not great. But we'll take it. It's a nice looking card right there. Charizard! Couldn't watch last night. What did Jake cover in his stream? Just what he's been up to. He's full-time in Pokemon, or has been for a little while now. And just stuff about that. People are just asking him about, stuff. Thank you for supporting my small business. Oh, you're welcome. Right there with you. Opened up 20 boxes, 0 SAR. No way, dude. Did you really? Was that after you watched me whiff? Not sure why you'd put yourself through it if you watched me whiff. I love this. I loved his live stream with reserved investments. Yeah, he has one of the, I think, the best Pokemon live stream chat ever. Period. And it's the one that he did with Gem Mint Pokemon and Charlie Herlocker. I still go back time to time and listen to that conversation. I've probably listened to it like, I don't know how many times now. That was such a good live. That was such a good conversation with those guys. Very, very good video content conversation. They don't downgrade for manufacturing mistakes. Well, they do if it's super noticeable. I think the problem is they don't spend a whole lot of time looking at it. And to be honest, like, the card is still beautiful. It just happens to have, like, you know, a couple weird edge areas. But for the most part, you know, Jake was watching me in another Discord with friends, and after 12 bucks, I was too deep to stop. And with Jake, you know, cheering you on because he loves to watch other people burn their money opening products. So that doesn't surprise me at all. He was probably cheering you on to keep going the whole time. We got another Charizard. We've got the which set is this from again? This isn't 151. This is B-Star no. Starbirth? Starbirth. I think. I don't remember. Look at the freaking texture, man. Jeez. Oh, hold on. We gotta look at the back. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. A little dirty. That's fine. Looks beautiful. Centering. Looks good. 10 contender. Good stuff. Put that there. Having some good luck so far. Knock on wood. Don't want to jinx myself. If anyone ever opens stuff with others, no one will ever say stop. That's true. That's brutal that you also went 20 boxes without pulling. What is this, dude? We've all been in this scenario where we're like, we only have 1 box left and we have 5 orders to ship. Let's cut up the box to make it work. We've all been there before, but holy, this is rough. Ugh. Ninetales. I got one of those today. Swirl? No swirl. No swirls getting girls today, unfortunately. All right, let's see what we got. God bless the hustle. True. You gotta start somewhere. That is one thing that I was not prepared for, is the amount of cardboard. When you're buying like shipping supplies and you're getting all these packages in and you're buying like all this business stuff, man, you get so many freaking cardboard boxes. Ooh, don't screw me! Ho, 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 ho! Gorgeous. Gorgeous. 10 contender. Love it, dude. got another Arcana. We've got another Ninetales. Very nice looking. Love it. Got some Charizards. Benj, do you have any events coming up soon? What's going on in the local event life stuff? Because you're local to Jake, right? You guys do events together, I think. Oh! Wait, how many more of these did I buy? Frickin' heck. Frickin' heck. I wish there was a... I mean, I guess there is a local show happening soon, but I'm going to be in Japan when it happens, so I'm not going to be able to do it. That sucks. We do, but it's been slow the last 2 weeks. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Another 25th Charizard. Beautiful. Every time I get these in, I'm like... Actually, is that a dent? You guys see this? Right there? That's a dent, isn't it? That's a dent. Ah, frick. That's a dent. I don't think PSA is going to miss that one. I think that one's going to have to be a raw sell. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. We can fix it. iFOMO's out here, man. Is your real name Kurt? Call those ghost dents? Alright, let's see. This looks like a... This looks like a VMAX. What would I have bought that was a VMAX? Alright, let's see. Come on. I know we got maybe a few more people in here. People weren't in here at the beginning of the stream. Just a reminder that I forgot about those. I think I got 2 of them. I will be on Pokemon Wonders channel tomorrow night for a fabulous conversation that you guys should definitely try to be at, because it's going to be really fun. Check that out tomorrow. You know, sometimes PSA doesn't catch those. Oh, what the heck? I thought I bought... Wait. I thought I got 2 of these. Maybe I bought 2 individuals. Maybe I got 2 individual ones. That's possible. I think this came in a deck in Japanese. Still a pretty cool card, though. Brings back the old Darkness Ablaze days. The very first ever booster box that I opened, the first booster box coming back into the hobby that I opened, I pulled the Charizard VMAX from it. It was amazing. It's probably the reason why I'm still doing Pokemon stuff right now, because that experience was freaking sick. I did it live with like 4 viewers on Twitch, and it was awesome. Did you go through with getting that store? No. No, if that was gonna happen, like, it's... I talk about it, but it's like, it's such a long shot for that to happen that, I mean, it would require somebody going out of business, and then them, like, and then the owner of the building being okay with another hobby store being in there, and then all, like, there's so much stuff that would have to do. It was a very, like, hypothetical situation. I do know the owner of the building is my parents' neighbor. He's a really nice guy. He's very much into collectibles and things as well. And I think, you know, he likes Pokemon stuff. He plays Fortnite. He does all that stuff. So he's a cool dude. So I think there would potentially be a chance. But I mean, it's such a crazy hypothetical. But I was thinking about it because, you know, when I heard that the guy that I was renting from was kind of struggling a little bit, I was like, well, it is kind of like really good location, really small. Wouldn't need an employee probably. You could probably run it yourself. Because the location is, you know, it's not big at all. You can set it up in a really interesting way. It's got a little warehouse area in the back. Like, it's kind of a nice little it's a nice little section. So I just started hypothesizing about it not too long ago, and we got another Gengar Mimikyu. And just thinking about it, you know, but probably not going to happen. It's big enough to be an off. Yes. So I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about a few different things. So I would probably stream a lot in the back of the store. After close or before it opened, I would probably stream quite a bit. I'd probably set up a space to try and stream like people selling their cards. I'd have like a little sign thing that's like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Would you mind if we, you know, recorded this and I put this up? Just sign here, you know, to relinquish whatever, you know, rights or whatever. So I could put up YouTube content of like, you know, back and forth interactions, buying things from people, and then, or trades or whatever, and then stream stuff from the, you know, I would make it like a content space, and in the front it would be like a store basically with graded cards and all that stuff. It would be cool, and I could rip packs, and I could, yeah. I was thinking about it, man. I was like, I've got the whole place mapped out for everything that I would do to it at this point, even though it's probably never gonna happen. So, but I will say, you want to get people fired up. Publicly start talking about wanting to open a store. You will get a lot of people fired up. There were a lot of people fired up about that. Come on, we're a little dirty. We got a little dirt. Centering's a tiny bit off. There's a little dirt going on up here. I don't know what's going on, but I have to clean it a little bit. Very clean on the back. Super clean on the back. Very nice. Centering's not great, but who knows? Sometimes PSA can get, you know, kind of wily about GXs. Sometimes they're really lax. So really just depends on the grader, but solid card. The added overhead sure would be tough. It's really not that bad. So like, I know how much the guy pays in rent, and for a store, like for a business, and now I don't know if it's rent and utilities and everything or not, but I know that in rent, again, I don't know if it's rent and utilities, but I know in rent he only pays $800 a month. So to me, it's like, that's not really that bad. $800 a month. You know, you'll have stuff like insurance. You'll have stuff like insurance. You'll have probably some utilities. But if you're the only employee, maybe you hire someone for like one or 2 days a week at some point. But if you run it yourself from the get, I don't know everything about it. Obviously, there's stuff that I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's more to think about than just the stuff that I'm talking about, but it didn't seem like a far stretch with what I was hearing for like monetary expenses. Boom, 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 boom. Come on. There we go. Another Charizard. A nice full art from Starbirth. Front looks solid. Like the flames in the back. That's always good looking on these. That's always good looking on these. Very nice. Oh. Think they are harsher on modern Japanese than modern English? No, absolutely not. They are a lot easier, I think, on modern Japanese. At least they used to be. I think modern Japanese, they are extremely easy on in comparison. Used to, like, I think it was last year when people were grading new back Japanese, it was like, if it's new back, it doesn't matter what the edges look like, there's a possibility at a 10. Like, if you... I have had some new back Japanese cards that have had so much whitening on the edges and somehow they come back 10s. And it's just like, what the heck? But I think it's because... Wow, that's incredible. All right. That was not in a sleeve. Honestly, front looks clean, though. That was not in a sleeve, but it was in a top loader. I hope I didn't spend that much on this card. Honestly, though, this could get a 9. To be fair, I'll still grade this, I think. I think it has a chance at a 9, to be completely honest. And I think it's probably still worth it in a 9. Oh, hold on. Is that... there's some scratches on hollow. There's a couple scratches here. Probably still get a 9. You remember, man, was it... Oh, it's probably a month ago now. I showed you guys an Umbreon. And I was like, oh man, this Umbreon's super clean, but it has a really deep scratch on the back. You remember that card? I don't know if you guys remember that or not. But I got that back in a recent return. Actually, let me grab it and show you. I'll show you the scratch. I thought for sure this would get hit harder. Let me grab it one sec. This card. So it was a Heart Gold Soul Silver Umbreon. There was a scratch on the back that was pretty deep. I was a little worried about it. I thought it was max going to get an 8. It pulled the 9. Let me show you the... Maybe I was just too harsh on the scratch. There. Right there. You see that? That is a scratch on the card. That's a pretty hefty scratch. Like, pretty noticeable, pretty hefty. And it still pulled the 9. I don't know, dude. I was really worried about that scratch, but apparently I don't need to be worried about those scratches anymore. I thought that was extremely generous for that card. Oh, I almost just threw this away. Oh god, I almost threw this away. What is in here? The heck is in here? Are you only doing Collecticons you can drive to? So I'm gonna be doing Chicago, but I'm probably not gonna vend at Chicago. I'm probably just gonna go for fun. Maybe buy some stuff. But I'll probably just go to hang out. I have friends in Chicago that will probably meet me there and hang out with everyone too. And then the other 2 are the ones that I can drive to. So I think I'm gonna try and do Virginia, and I'm gonna try and do Virginia and Charlotte. And I'll be at Card Party for fun. Chilling out. Have I booked my... I'm gonna have to start looking at flights eventually. I don't think I booked my flight for that. Got a couple Gengar GXs. Yeah, I'm gonna be at Card Party. I'm really pretty excited about that. I bought the really expensive ticket. I think it's for like the whole weekend, and it's like $500. And it has like access, like VIP access to the content creator section or whatever. I don't know, the VIP section or whatever. So hopefully I'll get to meet a bunch of cool people while I'm there. Cool other content people, content creators. I'm like the least outgoing person ever though, so I probably won't meet anybody. I probably paid $500 to stand in the vendor section with you guys and hang out, to be honest. But we'll see. Card Party's gonna be a blast. Yeah, I'm excited. Might see if a crew wants to go to Kansas to buy. I've heard in the past that people have been a bit down on Kansas City. How many cards are in here? You did not put them all in the same sleeve. Bro. This card is worth $100, man. Why'd you put it in the same sleeve? People are just not bright. Why you put the $100 card in the same sleeve as like the $20 card? Come on, man. It's clean. That's good. That's why it sounds like a good buy opportunity. Oh, that's what you're thinking. Yeah, I mean, maybe. But you'd have to go to Kansas City. Honestly, you could get some really good barbecue. I've been to Kansas City one time. I've been to the Kansas side of Kansas City, though. I don't know if it's the Missouri side or the Kansas side that they do the Collecticon at, but I have been to Kansas City. It's a nice city. We had some good barbecue. I want to go to Texas, though. I want to go to Texas, and I want to get some Texas barbecue. But not this year. I can't go to Texas this year. Maybe some other year. Looks clean. We got a clean Venusaur. We got a clean Blastoise. Not if they win the Super Bowl. Oh yeah. My spicy topic for the Slab Podcast boys was that I think that in the near future we will get a serialized Taylor Swift rookie sports card that's going to sell for more than any other modern sports card has to this point. That's what I think. Hot, spicy take right off the press. Taylor Swift rookie card is going to outsell any other modern sports card. It would? I know it would. That's what's crazy about it. Could you imagine the blow to your ego as a football player? If a Taylor Swift like rookie card outsells you? Have you seen those ticket prices? She's a billionaire, dude. Did you know that? She's worth over $1 billion. $1 billion with a B. Crazy. Crazy. $1 billion. Wild. Absolutely wild. So I went in for my foot surgery, and I noticed that the lady at the desk had one of those Stanley, whatever they are, the Stanley water cup thingies. Is that supposed to be a play on words with the Stanley Cup, like a hockey thing, or is it just Stanley is just a brand? Is it supposed to be like Stanley Cup, like somehow associated with hockey, or is it just Stanley's just a standalone brand? And obviously I'm sorting child shiny cardboard. So I can't really say that it's dumb that people are spending like hundreds of dollars on a freaking cup to drink water out of because it says Stanley on the side. But you know, I can't be too judgmental, all right? It seems a little foolish. As I sort my shiny children's cardboard. It's pretty similar with the Starbucks cups. No, the Starbucks cups, people got pissed with the Starbucks cups because they took Christmas off of it, right? It's like they removed Merry Christmas that used to be on the cups and put Happy Holidays, and then everyone freaked the hell out. Yeah, I think that was the whole Starbucks cup thing, wasn't it? Or am I missing something else that happened with Starbucks cups? Imagine if they made a Taylor Swift Pokemon card like the Post Malone Katy Perry cards. Have those ever surfaced? Like, have any of those ever sold? Those would be really interesting cards to see how much they would go for. Because they're unique, right? They're like, I don't know if they're one of one, but there aren't that many that were printed. And doesn't one of them have a Charizard? I think one of them has a Charizard. It's the one singer that I don't know that for some reason got a card. I have no idea who it is. All right, translators out there. What does that say? Probably something like, thank you for your business. Something, something. I don't know. Yeah, the J Balvin. I don't know who J Balvin is. Who is J Balvin? Somebody tell me that's hip with the kids. J Balvin. He's okay, famous in South America. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense then. Spanish music. Gotcha. It says I sleeve the cards separately. Okay, just had to make sure there wasn't another card. It's like, oh shit, I only pulled one card. Bum, 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 bum. J Balvin is the Drake of Latin America. Oh, okay. So he's huge. Gotcha. That's why I don't know then. Honestly, I don't listen to music, like, at all. If I listen to music, it's, 2000s, alternative rock, Linkin Park, some metal music. It's like just the shit I listened to in high school. I don't really listen to, like, new stuff. I listen to, like, pop music when I'm in the car, I guess. But usually it's just, like, the same 5 songs over and over again. So it's not really anything too interesting or incredible. Ooh! Gengar! I bought quite a few. I think I got like a 10 or 11 of these, I think. Of these full art Gengars from the newest set. They're just cool looking cards. And it's Gengar. I think I got them for like, I don't know what the prices are now. I think I got them for around like 10 bucks a piece. I don't know what the prices are like now. They're probably a lot cheaper. But I tried to pick the ones that were centered the best. I'll send some of these off and see what happens. Yeah, we got a nice, some Gengar full arts. We did pull, or we grabbed quite a few of these, so we'll see how they do. Gengar is Gengar. He usually pulls a premium. Cool. Cool, cool. I love me a good Gengar. Totally forgot what we were talking about. Oh, we were talking about Stanley Cups. Noticing a very well-centered trend here. Well, that's part of the process. I don't buy anything that looks off. Even if it's a good price. I tend to really try to make sure that the centering is one thing that you can guarantee is going to be good, right? So you might as well at least optimize the centering. That's like the one thing you can guarantee out of anything from photos is centering. So even if a card is on the cheaper side, I will pass on it if the centering is not good. The SRs look so nice. Oh, the Gengars? I like the color scheme. I like the whole red eyes, red background. Kind of sad that he didn't get a SIR, but oh well. They had to give the SIRs to the dogs that they massacred. What did they do to my boys? The cards do look good. I'm just not a huge fan of the design that they went with for them, but it is what it is. Pokemon's not made for me anymore. I like that a lot of people, first of all, a lot of people be talking about Pal World that have never played Pal World, all right? People saying stuff like, Pal World is like Pokemon meets Fortnite. It's like, bro, no, it's not. It's not anything like Pokemon meets Fortnite, man. It's completely different, all right? And then on top of that, people are thinking like that Pal World's going to get a TCG. I don't think Pal World's going to get a TCG. And if they do get a TCG, you want to talk about cash grabs. I don't think Pal World's going to be around long enough for a TCG to survive. All right, I think that they hit the gaming space at a time where people definitely needed something fresh from the creature capture thing, you know. So, and you gotta say, man, I know that the argument that everyone has when it comes to Pokemon games is like, well, they're always outselling the sales are all great, so obviously they don't need to change anything. It's like, could you imagine? Like, they're making, and I'm sorry, they're making bad games right now, and they're still selling like crazy. Could you imagine if Pokemon put out an actual, like, innovative, great graphics, amazing game with a decent storyline? Could you imagine how that would sell if they actually stepped up to the plate? They don't have to put more effort in, but if they put more effort in, they would make so much money if they actually made something interesting. Instead, they're just like, copy paste, send it off. Like, come on, guys. Obviously, they're going to outsell. Like, they're the only Pokemon game on the Switch. Everyone likes Pokemon. There's hardly any games on the Switch apart from Mario, Pokemon, Smash Brothers, and Pikmin. Of course it's going to sell well. People got to justify their Switch purchase. But imagine if they made a good game. Holy crap. They would sell so many copies. It'd be crazy. Power World would be like Arc or Rust and die mostly but have a few dedicated servers. Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's going to stick along too much. I mean, I think people are going to move on. Once the next big game, on Twitch and everything comes out, takes over the space and moves everything forward, people will move on from Power World. But I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I think it's quite a fun game. I redid my base recently in a different spot. I found like this castle looking area that had a really cool setup for my base. So I rebuilt my base recently. It's really awesome looking. But I really haven't done any of the like not raids, but like bosses or any of the boss. I think I've only taken out one boss pal. I haven't done any of that stuff yet. I really need to. Because that's where the cool stuff comes from. Well, now they have to make a good... No, they don't. I mean, Power World's not on the Switch, so it's not like it's direct competitor anyway. And technically, it's not really a Pokemon game. It's nothing like Pokemon. It just has like a creature capture mechanic in it. So it's not really a competitor to Pokemon. But it would be nice if Pokemon could look and be like, oh yeah, we're like a billions of dollars. I don't know if they're a $1 billion franchise, but they have a lot of money that they could put into a really good game with Game Freak. And I understand why they don't, but they could. And hopefully, you know, the success of Power World can kind of push them forward a little bit. And be like, hey, you know, this game is only a few weeks old. Sold like 19 million. There's like 19 million players of this game, which is crazy. And it was probably made like a super small team in someone's basement. And the graphics are better than the last like 4 Pokemon games. Like, it's kind of crazy. Pokemon battles in games need a... That would be cool. I mean, I know that people's I feel like, I don't know if it's attention spans or if that's just me being old and making fun of people when I don't really need to. I like turn-based battles. I think you can do like a hybrid of like a turn-based battle system with Pokemon that is interesting and fun and innovative, and I feel like it's been done in other games. But I feel like the turn-based core to battles, you can still keep that core, but change it in a way that makes it feel more fresh. But I don't know. I know a lot of people don't like turn-based at all because it's, you know, too slow and, you know, but shut down Game Freak. Honestly, the best thing that could happen to Pokemon, well, I can't really say that because, you know, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I was going to say the best thing you could do is move the Pokemon franchise to a different developer. But you never know what that developer is going to do to it. I mean, I would already say that Game Freak has ruined Pokemon, for me at least. I know that a lot of people still like the games or whatever, and that's fine. But I just imagine what other developers could do with Pokemon. Like how it would look, how it would play, how fresh it would feel. But if it goes to the wrong company, you just kill the franchise, basically. So it's there's a little bit more that goes into it than that, but grass may not always be greener, but it probably won't be covered in shit. I don't know. Did they do that with Coliseum? I'm not sure. I think there are some Pokemon games that aren't developed by Game Freak. A lot of the remakes that they've done, I don't think are done by... I think they're done by a different company. I don't know if Let's Go was developed by a different company, but I think Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were developed by a different company. I think some of the remakes aren't developed by Game Freak. Game Freak has just been working on the new games, which is kind of sad. That's pretty sad, actually, if you think about it. I don't know what this card is. What is this card? Let's flip it. Coliseum was done by a team. That's not what I bought. Where is it? Hello? Hold up. Man, this makes me think how many cards I must have thrown away. I had to have thrown away cards at some point. Alright. Another Gengar. How you doing tonight, Mason, by the way? Shadow Lugia's fake. Yeah, Shadow Lugia is from... What's it called? Something of Darkness, right? It was on the GameCube? Gale of Darkness. Gale of Darkness, I think? I heard that game is really hard. Is that the game that people say is really... like, the hardest Pokemon game is Gale of Darkness on the GameCube? I think I've heard people say that before. I never had a GameCube growing up, so... Does this have something cool on it? No. Sad. Sad, sad, sad state of affairs. These Gengars are iffy. And these new Japanese sets have had some rough edges, dude. Not sure if it's the hardest. I wouldn't really say that any Pokemon game is necessarily hard. If you were looking for a hard Pokemon game, it would have to be a side game, right? Like a... I would think it would have to be a side game. Because I don't think any of the main games are really difficult. Mason been putting out some spicy content recently. I saw the content about leaving Gen 1ers in the dust. I saw that title and thumbnail. It must be about the thing that you shared in Discord. That poll that happened in Japan. Some of the random side things can be hard. Yeah. I think there's difficult, like, parts of Pokemon games. Some of the final battles, I think people have said are hard, too, of some of the games. Content lately has been lame. Kind of true, to be honest. This cut edge, look at this. I'm still going to grade it because I want to see what happens. But, can you see that? This, like, weird cut edge. We'll see if it still gets a 10. I think, yeah, I don't know. Content's been interesting. It's been, it has been kind of slow. I don't know. There's just nothing really interesting happening. Like, now that we don't have a boom, like, what do we actually talk about? I feel like we've covered all the topics. Hey, we have another one of these. Why? Well, content? I just think there's nothing really going on. That's not necessarily bad, because that probably means that there's not much drama happening either, which is good. Definitely good there. Oh, I think Shogun is behind. Maybe. I'm not sure. It might be where we're talking about Stanley Cups. Yeah, I don't know. I was actually looking at some of the big guys' numbers, like Leonhardt's numbers, Pokérev's numbers, because I saw a Leonhardt video that was like really slowly moving, and I was like, shit, what's content looking like for the big boys right now? I mean, it's not great for the big boys either. I feel like the only person who's still like just killing it is Pat Flynn. Pat Flynn is still killing it. And of course, Pokérev is still making a bunch of videos that do decently well, which when you add it all up, it's like, yeah, he's doing well for himself still. But I feel like in terms of views and subscribers gained and stuff like that, Pokemon content's kind of on in a downslope on the high end right now, with the high end channels. If you look at the graphs. I still like I mean, I don't watch a lot of Pokemon content, but I definitely like all the podcasts, and so I still listen to all the podcasts. Slabbed, and I like all the long form stuff because I can listen to it while working. And YouTube's been doing that to me lately. I go into a live, puts me like 10 minutes behind. It's so weird. Pat has that giveaway system working like a machine. Oh, the whole like, if I can't finish this set, I have to give it away. Yeah, I mean, I think to some degree he's really figured it out. But like, I mean, that's what his profession was prior to starting YouTube, right? I think what needs to be put into perspective is, I don't want to say like obviously Pat was going to succeed at YouTube, but like his job before was making content essentially, and how to build businesses and how to market and all that stuff. Then on top of that, I think the dude was probably rich when he started his YouTube channel. So he probably had an editor. He probably got help from the get-go. Not that he doesn't put in work and he gets views and stuff like that, but I think, you know, for a guy like that, he probably was set up to do well based on his prior experiences and his based on his prior experience and his, what am I trying to say? The tools at his disposal when he started, if that makes sense. Patflin was doing e-commerce for years before his Deep Pocket Monster, yeah. And it felt like he kind of grew in the way that people tell you not to grow, which when I used to watch PokeRev break like the vintage boxes and stuff, and he was in PokeRev stream like every single vintage box break, every single big live, talking about how he was gonna go live after PokeRev was done, and he was like self-promoing during PokeRev stream. And I don't know if that was like something that they, you know, set up between each other, that like it was okay that he was doing that or whatever, but I feel like it's like a super faux pas in content creation to do that. So, but he was doing it, man. He was doing it. And I was just like, all right, dude, you do you, dude. But I mean, you might as well if you can, right? Definitely feeling the slowness in sales right now. Yeah, I think so my January was crazy. It was really good. February's been a little slow right now, for sure. Definitely on that same wavelength. What's up, Nate Dog? I mean, you still have to have the ideas, you still have to put in the work, you still have to film everything, but if you can start with an editor, if you can start with different tools that, you know, smaller people can't start with, that doesn't necessarily mean that smaller people can't succeed or they're at like a disadvantage. It just means that, you know, you just have to be creative, and you have to. I do hate though, if there's one thing that I despise hearing people say, is no one's doing anything creative out there. No one's doing anything interesting in the content space. I hear that all the time, and it's like, you know how many times I've tried to do like quote unquote creative, unique, interesting videos, and literally nobody watches them. It's like, bro, watch the creative stuff when it shows up if you want people to do more creative stuff. Whenever I make a creative video, it's like a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. It's the worst performing video of that like month. And then I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go back to doing more PSA returns. It's like, if you want people to do creative shit, watch the creative shit. Like, support it when it happens. But people will just sit in Discord and be like, nobody's doing anything creative in the Pokemon space. It's like, that's not true. What they should be saying is, the people that I usually watch have become stale and are not doing anything creative. That's definitely that's actually the more accurate thing to say. Because those people are not seeking creative content. They want the people that they typically watch to do more creative content. But Yeah. Is PSA grading faster for you? Yeah, so the special that I had was definitely less than a month. The special was less than a month. The other one is about at a month now, but you need to get yourself sued. Can we be honest about that situation, though? Is anyone surprised? Is anyone actually surprised? Didn't we... was anyone else just kind of waiting for that to happen eventually? Eventually someone was gonna get big enough, have enough of an impact. One of these content farmer drama guys was going to say something that was going to push someone over the edge, and someone was gonna get sued. Are we actually surprised that it happened? I'm not surprised at all. It's kind of just waiting for it. Hot tub Pokemon stream when? You do not want to see me in a hot tub. I don't own a hot tub. If I owned a hot tub, I might do it just for the views. If I owned a hot tub, I would start in OnlyFans. But alas, I don't own a hot tub. Yeah, I'm definitely not surprised by that. I think too that it's I looked it up because I was like, what kind of lawsuit is this? Because I think he put it in his title or whatever. Look at that. That's a nice little Lugia card. And I looked it up and it's not actually a real lawsuit. It's just kind of like a stop talking about me lawsuit. It's not there's serious consequences if you keep going. It's just a warning, hey, stop talking about me or we might further this. But yeah, it's not even a real lawsuit. But it did say, when I was reading, it did say that sometimes those types of lawsuits can evolve into defamation lawsuits, which, again, I don't know much about defamation. I'm not a lawyer, but I'll have to look into it. I don't want to say anything because I really don't know. But I thought defamation was if you say something that you know is false and it negatively impacts someone's financial or business or whatever, I'm not really sure. But was he raising money? What was he raising money for? Was he gonna have to actually go to court? I don't know why he would have to raise money. I didn't watch the video. So, I don't watch Rattle. I didn't watch the video. But I did see the title. So I looked up the type of lawsuit. And when I looked up the type of lawsuit, but it, I guess if he's gonna go to court over it, that's interesting. But yeah, I can't say that I'm surprised at all. Eventually that was gonna happen to somebody. He was raising money for attorney fees. Oh, yeah. That's rough. That's gonna be rough. But yeah, don't take what I have to say about it. I'm not a lawyer. I have no clue. I just read very briefly. I Googled the type of lawsuit that it was. And that's what came up. And I was like, oh, this doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But apparently it is if he has to get, if he has to get an attorney for some reason. Man, he's going to make a 46 video series on this. It's going to be great for his channel. Episode 50. I won the lawsuit. It's going to be 3 episodes a week. Had a phone call with my lawyer. Hour and a half minute video. It'll be great content. Bum 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 bum. I feel like him making daily content out of the situation might hurt his case. Yeah, I don't know, I guess. I do think I was thinking about this the other day, and if the slowness of CGC really is because of this this partnership that they do have with the company that's doing these mystery boxes, if that actually is slowing down CGC grading and getting stuff back to people in a if that's actually the reason, I think that was a bad move by CGC. I think that was a bad move by CGC. If that is negative, if that is impacting their turnaround times as much as everyone kind of thinks it is at this point, and why they're, you know, slower than PSA, that was a bad move. That was a bad move, in my opinion. I will say that my business has moved away from using CGC as a grading company at this point. If they ever get back to where they're putting stuff around like in a few weeks, or at least closer to PSA's turnaround times, I will go back to it because I do like the company, I do like the slabs. But right now, my business is not with CGC at the minute because they're just too slow. They're too slow, and it really sucks. It really sucks because I do like the product. I like the pristines. I want to get more pristines, man. But these cards are not going to go there as long as they are slower than PSA. It just doesn't make sense. So, and they shot themselves in the foot with the if the whole situation with the mystery boxes is the issue, then it's rough. You have any returns coming soon? Maybe, I don't know. I have one in research and dev. It's been there for a while, but I'm kind of waiting for it to pop so that it can go into grading because it's been there for a little bit. And then I have a couple submissions out right now, and then obviously this submission will be going out probably this weekend. So we will have a bunch of stuff probably in the next month or two coming back. But for now, I bought a lot. I bought a lot in January. December and January were big buying months for me. So I should have some big sales months coming up with in the next couple months. But February is probably going to be pretty slow for me in terms of sales. How many more of these did I buy? 6? Bruh. Doubtful says a lot of nothing most of the hour or two. Actual point is like 10 minutes of the vid. Yeah, I didn't watch it. Definitely done with CGC. Sent off subs to PSA and CGC at the same time, and the PSA sub came back by the time. Yeah, they've just been so slow. They've been so slow. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Again, I like the company. I like the slabs. The slabs are my favorite slabs. I'd love to keep using them, but it just doesn't make sense, man. It just doesn't make sense. I miss when the prices were grading through PSA were under $10. I wasn't even in the hobby when they were under $10. I wasn't even in the hobby. I don't know what that feels like. $12 to me is like, holy shit! Or $13.99 or whatever. That's why sending the CGC when they were fast and they were under $10, it was like, damn, let's go. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, not anymore. Like, alright, crap. I do have one submission out with them. But, yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there. This is another grading less popular cars was fun. grading character rares for $9.60, $3 character rares for $9.60, and selling them for $50 a pop. That was pretty fun. That was fast, fun profits. But now everyone's doing that, so that's why I'm doing this instead of buying a bunch of character rares and trying to flip them. Because that is the low-hanging fruit. Another beauty of a Charizard. Gorgeous. Gotta spend big to make big. Well, the buyer pool goes down, but the competition also goes down. Oh no, dude. The buyer pool goes down, but the competition also goes down with buying at a bit of a higher dollar amount. So, definitely helpful for business. I fixed it. Although, man, the cuts. I'm not sure how these are going to do, actually, to be honest. I'm a little scared. I'm a tiny bit scared. Some of those cuts are bad. You know anything about PSA reholdering from other companies? I've never done it. I think most people recommend to just cut or to just pop the card out and send it for any cross grading. I've only ever cracked a slab and resent to a different company. I've not sent a reholder. Unless you're talking about something that was like mislabeled or whatever. I'm not sure how that works. I've never done that. I've never done that either. I did it with CGC one time and it was really easy. Another one? My God. Another one. Nice clean back. A nice clean front. I should probably send like 5 of these to BGS and just see if I can hit a black label. I keep saying that for these 25th anniversary cards. It's just so easy to just go PSA and get 10s. But a black label 25th anniversary Charizard would go hard though. That would go real hard. The heck is this? Lugia! Ooh, looks clean. Come on, bro. Clean. Still clean. Oh, this is clean. This is clean. And centered and clean. Let's go. Oh, there's another card that's really expensive. There's 2 cards. Oh man, I'm super hyped. There's 2 cards. There's 2 really expensive cards in here. Really expensive. Like, cards I probably shouldn't have bought because they're probably too expensive. I don't know if they're in here or if they're still in... If they're still at buyee. Where do you buy your cards? I buy buyee. Typically buyee, typically Mercari. And I buy singles. Usually I don't buy like lots or collections. Buyee puts a limit. Like you can only spend, I forget what the limit is, if it's like $4,000 or something like that. There's some sort of limit that they put on. Ah, crap, this wasn't in a sleeve. They have like a yen limit. So some of the bigger collections you just can't buy. Or you have to like ask them to raise your limit or to purchase a collection on your behalf if it's too expensive. I'm not exactly sure how it happens, but there have been a couple collections where I've been like, ooh, I might buy this. And then I look and it's like, they sell English. I mean, you can find English, but it's mostly a Japanese website. Yeah, I mean, it's probably good. It's probably good to kind of chill people out, but... Gary! Gyarados. Thank you! You're welcome. You add money into your wallet to buy expensive lots? Oh, so you have to preload up your money. Got it. How hard do they make it to take that money back out? Curious. Meow. Did you see a cat? My one cat's freaking out right now. She's flying around the house. Being crazy. So my work just had a big thing go live today that I was a part of, so that's kind of cool. I also learned what my raise and bonus for last year is going to be. That was cool as well. But, so this thing went live today, and I was working on it yesterday. Literally had 6 different people DMing me about the same issue. One person was like, hey, we need to remove the italics from this word. And I was like, all right, let me go through. I'll remove the italics from the word, remove the italics. Then I have a person come through who's like, hey, we need to make the capital T on this word a lowercase t. And it's the same word. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. We'll go through, change it. Okay. And then another person comes in, different person comes in and says, hey, you know what? Let's actually just remove those words. Same words. We're talking about the exact same words. I'm like, all right, I'll go through and remove all the words. I'll remove them all. And then a different person is like, oh, we actually need to put that back in front of this version. It was crazy. It was like 5 different people telling me 5 different things for the same freaking thing. It is so annoying. I had that happen yesterday. I had it happen today. Oh. It's times like that where I'm like, I could just go full time. I could just go full time, guys. It'd be easy. But then I remember my, insurance situation and my, my salary and how many cards that I buy, quote unquote, on lunch. Playing any games lately? Just Pal World, man. Just still cranking on Pal World. It's been fun. I haven't played Rocket League in forever. Rocket League was like a daily game for me. And because of Pal World, I haven't had any need to play Rocket League. And it's a lot more chill. It's a lot less, it makes me a lot less angry. Rocket League makes me angry. Pal World is not very angry. Another Gyarados. Solid. It is fun. It is a fun game. Fun game. Not like Pokemon, though. Not like Pokemon. It has creature capture, but it's not like Pokemon. So many no lives on Rocket League. The problem with Rocket League is it's a team-based game. That's the problem. And most of the time I'm playing with randoms, so it just doesn't end well. Have you switched your booth over to mostly Japanese singles also? No. Well, I don't have a lot of English up there right now. So it is right now. It is mostly Japanese. Mostly because I didn't open that much from the new set. So yeah, right now it's mostly Japanese up there. Hopefully I'll figure out some English eventually. I've just had better luck right now. You know, the booth is kind of like, it kind of sucks to say, but it's like, it's more of like a secondary thing. Like, you know, the packs have been selling really well there, but it's more of like a, secondary. Only reason I ask is that's all that's been in your videos lately. Oh yeah, all my videos are going to be Japanese for the most part. Unless I'm opening an English set or have bought like an English collection, it's mostly going to be Japanese. For sure. Definitely. I am primarily a Japanese Pokemon business person. We got another one of these Lugias. Yeah, I can only imagine if I got into playing a game like League of Legends or something, how much I would probably hate my life. So I stay as far away from team-based games as I can, for the most part. Rocket League is the only one that I've really gotten into. Keep thinking about trying Japanese in my store, but not enough demand as of now. I mean, demand like a local shop or like an online store? Because there's definitely demand on an online store or on eBay. There's lots of demand on eBay. In terms of like local demand, I don't know. I've been surprised. I've been surprised by how well my Japanese stuff sells every month. So I do think that there are people looking for it, and it might be location dependent, but I feel like I'm kind of in a spot that, you know, like I said, I'm surprised that it sells like it does. What are you doing, moron? Hey. She just ran face first into that thing. She's so stupid. She is like the... Alright, I'm not gonna say it. Because she's like the dumbest cat, man. She's waking me up. This cat is waking me up at like 5 a.m. the last 3 days. Why are you waking me up at 5 a.m., bro? I need sleep. 5 a.m.? 5 a.m. is not when I want to be waking up. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I've been somewhat surprised by how well Japanese sells. Kind of, I don't know, there's almost like a, I don't know if mystique is the right word, but there's, you know, kids kind of get a kick out of it. They're like, oh, this is the Japanese stuff. Like it's somehow rare or something. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it still sells decent, to be honest. It's probably sells better than my English. But that's probably because I haven't had a lot of English up there recently. It's mostly been Japanese. Oh, clean! Look at this beauty. Look at him. Boom! Another beautiful Gengar. Phantom Gate Gengar EX. Gotta love Gengar, man. Gengar is a beast. Oh. We still have... Uh-oh. Oh, that was almost very dangerous. Can you see how dangerous that was? That's the card right there. Right there. That's the card. Uh-oh. Let's see what it was. Oh, it's just in his sleeve. Oh, no. Look what I did. Look what I did to it. Oh, okay. Thank God. Woo! Thank God. It's just a Gengar. It's just a $10 Gengar. Not bad. What's up, Beerski? How's it going? Beerski, did you finish up? You guys done for the night? I saw that you were going live tonight with Fat Belly Collects? Gengar? Something like that? Gengar fan? It's a Gengar. It's either Fat Belly Collects or Gengar something. Gengar fan. I think we met at... Did we meet him at Charlotte? I think we did, right? I'll have to go back and watch that tomorrow. Fat Belly Collects, that's right. I will definitely go through and watch that tomorrow. Yeah, guys, if you haven't... I'm sure most of you guys follow Mason, but if you don't follow Mason, Cardinal Gaming, CNA Gaming, you should definitely follow Mason, but you should also follow Beerski Collects. He does awesome conversations with people weekly, I think. I was on his show recently. You should definitely go follow Beerski as well on his YouTube. It's a very fun conversation. Yes, you met him at Charlotte. I know, there was so many people at Charlotte, Mason. But yeah, he's the mechanic, right? Isn't he a car mechanic? God, I could be thinking about somebody else. I'm horrible. I think he's a mechanic. Right? Who's the mechanic? We met a mechanic as well, right? That's definitely him. Who am I thinking of then? There was a guy who was a car mechanic who worked on like really expensive cars, right? I thought that was Gengar fan. Oh, Gengar's Den. See, I was right. So Fat Belly Collects has a Gengar avatar, but Gengar's Den has Gengar in his name. See, I got confused, all right? Chill. Chill. You can see how that could be confusing. What do you mean? I barely talked to them. They were in a different section the whole time. I think we went to dinner with... We definitely went to dinner with Gengar's Den because I remember him talking about it. I forget if Fat Belly Collects was there too. I don't remember. Dude, I was definitely not too busy, man. You should have seen me Sunday. Sunday I was just sleeping. I went from the show to the hotel room and just slept. Java only roomed with Gengar. No, I roomed with Drew. I roomed with Pikachu. Now I feel bad, right? I can picture what he looks like. I think. I can picture what one of the two look like. Oh, Jesus. I'm such an idiot. I was slinging cards for everyone except you that I get. Man, I had the worst spot imaginable. I had the worst spot imaginable. Never, okay, this pro tip for vending with the boys, okay? All right, here's, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, let me see if I can just, hold on, I got some cards here. I'll explain it. All right, so you have table. This isn't gonna work. Frick. Got table. Imagine there's 3 tables here. and then table, table, and then imagine there's 3 tables here. Okay. Here's what not to do. All right. Dan is right here. Okay. What not to do? Don't be on the opposite side of Dan. Don't be on the opposite side of Dan. So if Dan is right here, choose right here or somewhere in this section. Okay. Do not go here. Do not go on the opposite side of Dan, because everyone's gonna go to Dan and then everyone's gonna leave. Luckily, I had Jake here, so there were a few people that went to Dan and then wrapped around a little to Jake and then side-eyed my table. But for the most part, everyone went to Dan and then just fucking booked it out of there. So don't choose this spot if Dan is right here. Figure out where Dan's gonna be and then try and wrestle Ponga for the spot next to him. Oh man, it was the most brutal spot, dude. I'm not trying to blame Dan. I had a very successful show, but I do think that was a big part. Because all the big boys, all the big guys, all the buyout guys would go to Dan, and then they would just like keep moving, and then they would never come back. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? Come to my table, guys. Be Dan and Jason. Yes, exactly. You want to be next to the big boys. Or at least within, eye shot. You don't want the back of your head to be what people are looking at if they look past Dan. You want to be like next to him or a nice side profile. Oh, man. If Dan isn't sending buyers your way. Unfortunately, I had like a semi buyout. I had a couple were they German? I think they were German. I had a couple German guys come around and buy stuff that was cheap, like cheap PSA 9s and PSA 8s and stuff like that, like cheap Japanese PSA that they offered like 75-80% on. But other than that, I didn't have a buyout at all. Like nobody came by apart from those dudes. So oh, another clean Arcanine. Let's go. Swirl? Damn. No swirl. Keep getting screwed with the swirls, man. Don't do this to me. Yeah, we got a couple of them. Some good old Arcanines. Ugh. Feels good to get rid of the 9s and 8s. Oh yeah, for sure. I was very happy that they came around and bought out all my low grade stuff. I'm assuming they're streamers and they're just easy to flip. If you remembered people's names, maybe they would throw some fires your way. Okay, I think I remember just about everyone else. I didn't spend a lot of time with those guys. Because they were in a different section. Oh, hello. Dragonite. Took me getting Mason 3 shots for him to remember me. So, freaking Ponga. Okay, so I got there on the day. And Ponga was in the Discord. And he was like, hey, if anyone is hanging out, we're at the pool. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go to the pool. Well, Ponga wasn't, like, public at that point. I didn't know what Ponga looked like. So I was like, well, hopefully Ponga knows what I look like since I make videos and stuff, and he'll like flag me down if I walk over to the pool. So I walk over to the pool, and I'm looking around. I'm like, I didn't know that he was there with his wife or anything. I see, you know, a couple people in the pool, and there's one person like hanging out, watching TV or whatever. And then I sit down for a little bit, and then I message in the Discord. I'm like, hey, I'm here by the pool. And then eventually, I just leave because I'm like, oh, Ponga's not responding. Maybe they left. And then I leave. And then later, Ponga was like, oh yeah, I was the guy in the pool. Like, why didn't you flag me down, bro? I told you I was going to be at the pool. I'm pretty sure he was a few drinks in already, though, so I'll cut him some slack. Ponga was living it up that weekend. So, yeah, it was funny. It's like, dude, I don't know what you look like. You haven't been on like any shows, or I don't know your face. Chicago's gonna be cool. I'm excited. Mason, are you going to Chicago? I don't know how far a drive Chicago. Well, Chicago's probably not that far a drive for you, Mason. What would it be? Well, you're in Kentucky though. I'm thinking more like Kansas City. Kansas City is not that far away from Chicago, but Kentucky probably is. Louisville. Yeah, Chicago's gonna be cool. I actually have a friend in Chicago. I'm not gonna vend in Chicago. I don't think. I'm just gonna hang out, maybe make some content and buy some stuff. Yeah, I don't think I plan to vend Chicago, but I do think it's gonna be cool. I used to live in Chicago, or well, not in Chicago, around Chicago, in a suburb of Chicago for like 6 years. So it'll be fun to go back, and I got a couple friends out there that are Pokemon fans, so hopefully I'll get to see them. It should be a good time. Another 151. Java going to whale out? I don't know if I'm going to whale out. I might try to do a buyout or two, you know. No, I would mostly probably be looking for raw stuff. I feel like most of the people at those shows, the raw stuff is already going to be not gradable. Maybe I'll try and buy some sealed or something. I don't know. I don't know what you go to Collecticon to buy. I feel like everything is priced high and non-gradable. I want to buy out the Starbucks. One of the really cool things that happened at my local Comic-Con that I did recently is they actually did food for the vendors. So they came around at like noon or 1 o'clock and they gave everyone lunch. That was sick. It was like a turkey wrap with a brownie and some other thing. I don't know if they had like a company cater it, but that was awesome. Because you just sat there, you're like selling stuff, and then all of a sudden these people come around and are like, do you want turkey or ham? And it was like this full-on like big wrap with a brownie, and that was nice. That was really nice that they provided lunch. Yeah, that was super cool. Boom, boom, boom. Or you could just have Dan. Because Dan at some point will just order Bojangles for the entire section. Because he's a whale. Boom! Charizard. We got a lot of Charizards tonight. We got a lot of Charizards every mail day. Why am I fussing? Why am I making a big deal out of it? We got 151 Charizards. We've got wherever this one's from. This is from the new set, right? And then we've got this one from Starbirth. Is that one from Starbirth? bunch of 25th anniversary. Some full arts. I was surprised that I heard that people said that the tables for the upcoming Collecticons aren't that expensive. Like they only upped it by like $25, $15 a table, something like that. That's pretty wild. I would have assumed that they would up the price by more than that, but I mean, I'm happy, I guess. We got two of those. Am I the only one who's mad on the 151 Charizard? No, I'm pretty mad on it as well, to be honest. I think it's nice. I like the art style. I think it looks nice, but I'm much more like, I like to see Charizard big in the artwork. I like him ferocious, you know. But I like the artwork. It's not my favorite Charizard, but it's not bad. It's just a little less. I think Arita killed it with the Blastoise. The Arita Blastoise is incredible. So it kind of makes Charizard look a little rough. He's got no neck. True. That's a chubby Charizard. I watched the Mega Charizard Mewtwo fight from Pokemon Origins the other day. Was it Pokemon Origins? I think it is. That fight is so good. The fights in that anime are so good. I think, does he fight Nidoqueen in the apartment building? Dude, the fight with Nidoqueen in the apartment building is sick. I also watched the final fight between Ash and Leon, Charizard versus Pikachu. That shit was hype too. That got me goosebumps. That almost got me teary-eyed, to be honest. That was sick. So yeah, there's some really good fights in Pokemon. But yeah, that Pokemon Origins anime that they did, the short Origins anime around Red, that shit is cool. It's really cool. Alright, this one's a bit more off-center than I would have hoped. Got another 151 Zard. This one's a little, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's a little off-center, but it's not crazy. Well, the two really expensive cards are not here, so they must still be at buyee. I do have some more stuff to... This is wild, okay? This is what I like to see. And this is what happens when you buy Modern. All of this stuff is gradable. These are the two cards from all the cards today that aren't gradable. That's awesome. That's what I like to see in terms of gradable versus non-gradable. The rest of this stuff, gradable. Which is awesome. Super, super cool. So, we've got, what, 3 151 Zards. We've got 2 of the shiny Zards. I don't know. We've got a lot going on. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Man, oh man. Mason, you missed the Pokédoku earlier. I know it's like your favorite part of the stream. It was a good one this time. It was difficult. It was... They put literally one Pokemon. There's only one choice for one of the sections. Yeah, I missed the first hour and a half. No, you're good, Mason. You're good. You're good. I do like the Pokédoku. I think it's kind of fun, but... Is there anybody... well, Bierski's done. I was going to swing over... I was going to send to Bierski if he was still going, but it looks like he finished before I did. Because this went a little longer than I thought. I do have some more stuff coming up. Obviously, tomorrow... Hey! Can't be stepping on the Charizards! Tomorrow I'm going to be talking with Pokemon Wonder over on Pokemon Wonder's channel. Definitely, you guys have to go over and hit the notify me button, because that's going to be a super fun conversation. And I really hope you guys are able to make it, or at least watch it after the fact. Here is the link to that. I think that's it. Should be it. But yeah, just head on over to that. Hit the notify me button. We're going to be going live, I think, at 9 p.m. EST tomorrow night. Going to be chatting with Wonder. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a super fun conversation. I'm very much looking forward to it. Have been for a little while now. I think what he's doing over there is really awesome. All of his really interesting conversations he's having with people. That's so late for you? I know. It's going to be 2 hours past my bedtime by the time we're done, probably. So, yikes. It's already 15 minutes past my bedtime. What the hell? Yeah, we're going to be starting late. We're going to be going into the night. It's going to be fun. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. It's always fun to just kind of hang out and listen to jazz and look at Pokemon cards. So I hope you all have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you guys over on the Pokemon Wonder stream tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you